Yo, what is up, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy Trader Prad. It is a wonderful Thursday 4 o'clock stream. There's like dust flying around in my room here. It's a wonderful Friday 4 o'clock stream. Obviously, we're here to look for all the fun movers. Sadly, there's not really any real earnings movers, at least not any big earnings movers coming out today. That's too overly exciting. So today we're gonna have to kind of revert back to just looking at stocks that already had earnings, maybe some stocks that had different type of catalysts behind them. So we'll look for other plays today. We'll keep busy. Don't worry, we're not gonna get boring here, right? We're gonna keep busy. We're gonna keep looking for plays, find some positions that maybe we could situate ourselves in, find some trades, and wrap up the Friday that we're gonna have tomorrow with a nice little bow on top, and nice with the banger wins on there to say TGIF with. Thank God it's Friday with, right? So if you have any stocks that you want me to take a look at, any earnings plays that are coming out, or any specific catalyst plays, feel free to throw it in this chat. I see more recent is getting excited. Carl and Maggie saying, "Hey Prad, how did it go today? Good trading day." It was an okay trading day for myself. I traded Roblox and I traded Upstart. I guess Roblox is still in the money, and I'm holding that one to see how it happens or what happens tomorrow. And Upstart, it didn't really work out. So overall, flat on the day. I only took 2 trades. I'm trading options at the moment. Until the start of the month, I probably will just keep trading options a little bit here and there, trying to get familiar with how options really do, because I don't really have too much experience with trading options at all. So having fun with it, learning how to trade options on the dailies, on the weekly expiry, but trading it on the daily kind of. So it's a little bit weird over there. Data is eating me, in other words, right? Data, in other words, is absolutely eating me. The data decay is option gang, says chat. I like it. Never boring. Maybe you should do a closing show too. Just saying, closing show like before the thing. Well, once I start going back to a trading floor, which will be from September 1st, this show will have to start being probably postponed later on in the day, because I'll still be at work till 4 o'clock or so. So we'll talk about those logistics as we get deeper and deeper into September 1st. So I won't even be able to do any of the shows, honestly. Trading and doing a show, guys, doesn't really work, right? It doesn't really work. I'll be honest with you. I've tried. At least it doesn't work for me during the time period that they were trying to make it work. Midday, having to push executions during algo hours, not the most fun part out there, I'll tell you that. During the open though, yeah, so it's very doable in the open, because you're just focused on the trading, and the chat just moves around. You kind of look at the chat every now and then, you have fun with it. But the midday trading live just doesn't work, and I think a lot of the chat recognize that too, that trading is you gotta focus. You gotta really focus on that. Hey, my Streamlabs integrations are finally working. I am seeing some links over there, so we are finally happy with that one. Use code PRAD15. Okay, good, things are working. So why don't we start diving into some of the stocks that we have on list today? We want to start off with currently not an IPO, an earnings mover, which is Maxon Technologies. Maxon Solar Technologies moving the upside over here with a little bit of an earnings move. Not sure if the earnings are out just yet, but looks like we did get a little bit of a pump up, with almost a 2% pump up. But no numbers dropped out for these guys just yet. And look how dead the board is. The board is very much dead. We got ACB, another wheat stock. The wheat stock yesterday, I believe, was CGC, so that one didn't really do too much either. But we can take a look at ACB. Cano Health, if anyone's remembered trading that back in the day. Looking for any real important big name, and I've already gone through this list. I don't really see anything too important over here. We do have ACB, sorry, AC Air Canada. Is that just AC? I think it's just AC. Air Canada announcing earnings tomorrow. It's ACDVF apparently for the North American or US side. ACDVF. What is that? Air Canada on OTC markets. You guys don't have Air Canada on New York? I thought you did. Air Canada TSX. Really? Wow, you put Air Canada on the OTC market. You didn't even put it on the New York NASDAQ market. That's pretty crazy. But yeah, for anyone who is Canadian, I was going through the metrics last night. I think about 16% of you were Canadian. So AC over here, you might want to keep a lookout for as the earnings come out for this one. Early morning tomorrow. IONQ is a mover apparently with earnings at the moment, and it is dropping. IONQ failing to hold the day's bottom and absolutely quadunking over here. I don't want to say that word. I actually hate that word. Absolutely rocking to the lower side of the ranges over here on IONQ. 4% down. Looks like we are at the moment at the 50 period EMA on the daily chart, which is around $13-14, and the 100 period EMA around $11. If this earnings move is as bad as it looks at the moment, I don't see why the stock can't go all the way down to break 13 and then go test this $11.50 area. So watch out for IONQ. What do they do? Electronic technology, computer processing hardware. It sounds like the company name was stolen by Hyundai to make those electrical vehicles, because I'm pretty sure Hyundai's car is called IONQ, isn't it? Ionic. I thought it's called IONQ. I was close, but no. These actually look pretty cool though. These look pretty spacious and pretty cool. How does it sit from the inside? Yeah, I don't know how much spacious that is on the inside, but it looks decent. Why is there like no... There's gotta be a divider there, right? There's gotta be a divider there. You're telling me you can just touch the other driver's leg side that much easier? No, that's fake. Anyways, coming back to IONQ. IONQ dropping to the ground at the moment off the earnings report. This was at the highest point of the calendar, which means it's the most important. GEVO, the one right after that. Indie Semiconductor, maybe these one are moving at the moment, so let's go take a look at that. GEVO up 1.9%. INDI, very light volume on these stocks, most likely. I'm guessing after hours drop coming in over here for INDI, not too much of a move actually. And PGY, I actually remember seeing PGY before trading. I think I remember trading the stock before. 11 million shares on a daily average, which is not bad at all, but has dropped quite a bit, right? Has dropped quite a bit since the last time we might have actually looked at the stock. Yeah, looks like it's a SPAC of some sort. We might have traded it around these ranges when the stock was going crazy, and then we just stopped looking at it. At the moment, the all-time low is pennies, and we are hanging out near $2.31. We're looking to see if there was any split recently on this stock. Don't see a split, so we'll have to wait and see how the earnings move comes out and helps this position to move around. Do we get back up to the north side anytime soon? Does the $10 move come into play anytime soon? What is the you have to look at the float, the short float, all bunch of other variables over here to see how much of a move is even possible off the earnings move over here. Let me just quickly log in to Options AI. That way we can see the numbers we want to see for earnings. So here we go. PGY. What was previous earnings move for the stock? Obviously, being a $2 stock, not expecting too much for it. 23%, okay, not bad. Previous earnings, prior earnings move 11%, no percent, and this time they were expecting a 23%, so pretty much a bump up to $2.84, or a drop down to $1.78. Penny stock over here. Since I did say we might have to check, other variables such as what the float is and what the short float is. Not sure if this one's a high short flow. Let's quickly refresh float checker. And thank you for all the new follows. I appreciate that, ladies and gentlemen. Jin refrain from spamming caps. Yeah, gents, refrain from refrain from spamming caps. And thank you for subscribing. Spees Music. Here we go. 221 million float. Not the smallest float, not the largest float either, and there is almost a non-existent short flow for PGY. Waiting for this one's to announce earnings. Looks like it might have, as we are looking at a little bit of a bump up in the after hours, but no real volume in the after hours just yet. Zilch volume coming in. Why don't we head over to some of the stocks that had earnings today? Or had earnings throughout. Nice 420 subs, right? Yeah, no, I love it. Why don't we head out to some of the stocks that had earnings throughout the week and see how they played around. If there's any trades around some of these stocks, you know, like Rivian, Disney, Palantir, and look for that opportunities that we might have missed, and maybe we can find it for tomorrow. I want to first start off with Upstart. Upstart and Roblox have gotten absolutely smoked. Roblox somewhat saved itself today a little bit by going back up. Upstart looked like it wanted to go back up. 33 was holding for quite a bit. We actually went all the way up to 36.50 off the open. And it looked like, okay, Upstart was going to rally along with the market, along with Roblox, and run back up to the north side, but it immediately reverses back with the overall market when the market starts to come back down and breaks the low a day, pushes to 32. This is now, I think it was 35% yesterday, add another 6% today. It's almost 40% drop in 2 days over here for the stock, and you would expect, you know, somewhat of a relief rally to come into play. Not yet, apparently. More downside moves being clearly being indicated by the stock, rejecting the 50 period EMA, rejecting the 100 period EMA, and I guess breaking through it at the moment, pushing much further to the downside. And now at this point, maybe you're looking for that $30 to come into play on UPST. Look out for that $30 to come into play on UPST, for some possible support tests, for some buying to come into play around those areas, as this stock keeps on, you know, giving up the ghost every single day, especially after the insane rally we had from the June later half of the June and so on. Roblox in the same basket of books over here. My throat's kind of drying up. Whoa, what the hell was that? That was my headphones. Not cool. I need to move where my headphones hang. I got like this thing under the desk that holds the headphones. But I put it at like the worst spot ever. Absolutely the worst spot ever. With the chair just like kind of knocks it. It's kind of stupid, honestly. I gotta move it like a little bit further away. Okay, Roblox dropped insane percentage yesterday too. If I remember accurately, it was like 30 some odd percent yesterday. 20 maybe. Okay, fine. 20 some odd percent, 25, 26%. We were looking for that 30 to hold. 30 did hold. The stock managed to go up to 30.61 by the end of the close. I think we did get a rally of 31.17 all the way off a high of 31.17 today. I'm looking for that move back through 31 tomorrow, especially after the move today. But the stock could easily go right back down to these 52-week lows. That relief rally wasn't really as strong as I thought it would be. And some of that could have been because of Take-Two. Take-Two also announced earnings yesterday, and their earnings were red. With their earnings coming out red, and EA, which announced earnings recently too, their earnings were red also. All these companies that are game dev companies, you know, they're not really looking too hot at the moment. I think Unity actually did beat earnings, but I think they might have guided lower, so hence Unity's pulling down too. I guess Unity might be just pulling down with the overall market, and also they got a little bit of a nice bump and hype off the Apple glasses and so on. So Unity getting pulled along with it. But here's Roblox. My overall idea is, as long as 30 holds, I want to kind of look for these longs for an opportunity to go test those 31, 32 highs and get a quick little option scalp on it. Just buy the call and make the premium that it goes up on it, and then make that premium and pocket that premium on it is the overall idea. So that's what I tried with Roblox yesterday. It didn't work. I tried with Roblox today, and the money at the moment, so I'm holding on to it till tomorrow. But the IVs the time crush is going to be killing my option anyways, as it expires tomorrow, sadly. And Upstart just doesn't want to have a bottom. So those are the two stocks that I'm going to keep looking at as to seeing what's really going on with these stocks. They were on SSR until today, and they will not be on SSR tomorrow. So tomorrow, with both of these stocks not being on SSR, might just bring in that extra selling pressure that people are looking for the stock to most likely have. And no buying to come into play just yet. So be careful if you are looking to go long on Roblox or Upstart. But like I said, I already am at the moment, and it's a little scary for Roblox. Now, let's go to Disney. I want to talk about Disney as to what's going on with the whole ESPN Penn National Gaming deal and Disney over here. ESPN obviously coming out with the earnings report yesterday, missing out on Disney Plus numbers. They did overall beat earnings slightly. I think it was a little bit of a mixed bag. Yeah, slight miss on revenue, beating earnings per share. For the most part, they missed on almost every key metric number for Disney, but what the overall plus sign over there was the fact that the hotels, parks, recreations, gifts, toys department saw a good 13% boost, which is Disney's main go-to, I guess, money making basket. The rest of it is all bonus, like Disney Plus. We know Disney Plus doesn't make any money yet, but maybe it will eventually in the future. We also know how long it took Netflix to turn profitable. Netflix struggled for quite a bit before actually starting to make money and doing what Netflix has been known to do now. So Disney Plus is going to take a little while. Market's obviously giving Disney a little bit of leniency, and that ESPN deal looking really strong, I guess, for ESPN and for Penn National itself, even though Penn National basically gave away all of the strength that it got off of that catalyst. So straight down to the downside goes Penn National Gaming. That catalyst did not help it out on day 2, day 3, day 4 at all for these bad boys. Wavy been a printing press saying our boy Wavy, check out SPX puts 4500p, paid from 30 to 42. Let's go, man. I'm happy that you guys are killing it over there. SPX, which is basically the S&P 500, it's giving you those trades at the moment, apparently, to the short side, as the markets are not really holding on. I guess we had what's a CPI day today, and the market only up 0.04. Market was up at one point, the 1%, I believe. Monstrous move to the upside for the S&P 500 for the QQQ, but right back to the downside, having an inside day for both of these markets, not looking good at the moment. So you want to see what happens tomorrow, and I think tomorrow will be an insane reversal right back to the upside and give you a green date. Not expecting a free fall Friday tomorrow, because if you saw the CPI numbers at all, or even initial jobless claims, everything looked like in line or better, in line. I think that's better, even though it's in red. That's better. More people claiming jobless than expected, and that's what Papa Powell wants. Cleveland CPI less hotter than it needed to be. The budget balance just keeps going worse and worse, I guess. Continuing jobless claims coming in at 1.68 versus 1.7. That's not really that good, I think. Well, it's the same in line, if you honestly ask me. So the numbers are either in line or better as far as I understand it. So market, that's why I had a monster move to the upside to begin with. But as the market has always been known to do these days, the absolute bamboozlement, up and down moves, fuck your longs, fuck your puts, JPow's got you by the balls, and that's exactly what's going on in the market at the moment. Yesterday we had this reverse or flipped N-shaped move, right? Down, back up, and down, back. Today we had almost an N-shaped trade. I thought it would have an N-shaped trade where it goes up, comes down, and then flips back up to the north side. But that did not happen, as the market just kept going lower and lower and lower and lower, turning negative at one point and then ending flat. So what are we gonna do? Pratt uncensored? That's right, Pratt off the chain. Why is Streamlabs getting so aggressive with you guys over there, though? Let me go to Streamlabs and let me put Streamlabs on a leash over here. Streamlabs, stop controlling my chat so much. We don't need you to be like that, okay? Symbol protection, word protection, preferences. Send a punishment message? No, we don't need to do that. We'll just blacklist their message, but you don't need to send a punishment message. We'll keep it at that. Bang, bang, bang. And then we'll go to this later on. Sorry, I got you, Streamlabs, says Euthanasia. I like it, I like it. How did your trades go today, ladies and gentlemen? Did you guys kill it? I'm going through Discord over here to see how the Discord server did today. Looks like the Discord server mostly went long and everyone was profitable or flat. I should honestly vote to the red side because I lost and I mostly went long also. So there you go. Here, I'll just show you what I'm doing over here. This is my Discord. For anyone wondering, if you do !Discord in the chat, you get access to the best Discord out there and the most wonderful community where we do lots of fun stuff. It will be a little confusing when you do join though. So here, let me show you exactly what you have to do when you do join the server. You will be under the tag of unverified, which is, where is this? Unverified, view row. This is all you'll see. These are the only channels you'll see when you first join. Click on the verified channel, click on that right there, and that will give you access to more channels. And then once you get access to this React for Roles channels, click on the stock market button to get access to all the stock market channels right here. You know, we sit in the trade floor and we talk to each other, we call out some trades, we share stuff with each other over there. You might even get to see me naked sometimes. No, I'm joking. No nudity in there, no NSFW stuff in there at all. But we do have fun in there throughout the day, looking at the trades and looking at the futures. Blind Jedi, one of the greatest futures traders on the server, comes in, logs in for 5 minutes, trades, makes his money, and logs out. So make sure that you enable the stock market role by clicking on that button, and then you'll be able to get access to all of this fun stuff over here. 420 peak YouTube. Yeah, exactly. Don't anyone else who's hitting the follow right now, hit the unfollow or hit the unsub, because we can't have more than 420 subs. Okay, we gotta be stuck at 420. That's the best number out there. Now, coming back to the market, I want to talk about this list of stocks that I had ready. Let me just quickly put the Discord to this screen again, and then we move back to look how many windows I have open for you guys. Let's go over here. Baba had earnings today. Baba went above $100. Monster move on this stock. Earnings beat, but sadly did close back under 100. Looks like the 100 level will be back in play again tomorrow for all you warriors to take a look at that level. Pre-market breaks coming in clean. Again, the same headphones. Jesus. I'm just gonna put the headphones on the ground for now, and I have to move this thing for sure. Baba with the monster move today right off the open, giving you those longs on the Chinese ADR, probably carrying Pinduoduo and Baidu with it too. Yeah, carried them with it for the most part, but Pinduoduo sold right off and so did Baidu. They both sold pretty hard to the downside, but Baba held most of its gains, still up 4.6% on the day off that earnings catalyst. If tomorrow somehow, surprisingly, just because I said I don't expect a free fall Friday, ends up giving us a free fall Friday, I'll be very surprised. So watch out for how the stock market plays out tomorrow. If the market does not like the CPI numbers at all, then it could very well push to the downside. I believe we did have some Fed members to come out and talk tonight. Right here. Bostic, Harker, talking multiple time slots over here, okay? And the Fed balance sheet coming out in the next 3 minutes or so. Looks like that was actually finished. The Harker talks have finished so far, and however they sounded on those conversations that they were giving out, maybe it was a pre-planned conversation or a fresh conversation on those speaks. However hawkish or dovish they are, we got to see what happens, how it plays out in the market tomorrow. Black Ops playing, what does 420 mean? I went to a Catholic school. You just have to know it to understand it. If not, it's all good. Don't worry about it. My birthday is 420. It's always been awesome, says Carl and Maggie. I love it. I was long Baba, then short it when Baba broke 101. Beautiful. Looks like, we did break 101. Where did you get short though? 10, when it went back through 101 to the downside, I guess, somewhere over here. I'm guessing that's what it is, and then you didn't even have to hold it past 101 as it did come to test it, but didn't really break through 101 again, and you were able to ride it to the downside. Nice short, Renata. I like it. That's what I like to see. Good long and good short on Baba. But for tomorrow, where do we see the trades over here? And I honestly think the stock will start giving us another trade around this 100 area. So watch out for that 100 level, simply. For a long through that, or a fail break through that, or even this double top near 102 coming into play. You could even take the double top breakout, which is basically the high day break today's high breakout. On tomorrow, it'll be yesterday's high breakout. Taking the yesterday's high breakout at 102 and riding it to the north side. And if the 102 area shows you a failed break, then you just get short on that failed break of 102 and ride it back to the downside. Most likely will break 100 to the downside if it does fail break 102, because the earnings catalyst was pretty strong today. Like I said, I don't expect Baba to miss on earnings. I was pretty bullish on the stock yesterday, and it did work out on that call out. They struggled for COVID time period. They struggled with the I almost said Canadian regulations. They struggled with the Chinese regulators. They struggle with the Ant buyout or Ant Arm and Technologies, whatever it is. The IPO of that stock, they were struggling with that. They finally ended up beating the law for that one. So congratulations to Baba on finally getting back to that $100 level. But I am seeing a lot of articles about how U.S. regulators are getting ready to fight Chinese economic influence. You gotta wait. Never mind investor day hype. What did they have investor day today? I guess because earnings was investor day hype, they could easily sell off on that tomorrow. I do need to check on what happens for or when exactly is their investor day, because they do have separate days, separate full day to have an investor day where they talk about investor partner relationships and so on, and their plan for the company, and a lot of important things basically. And if that's not today, then I need to look out for as to when that day would be. Maybe it's tomorrow. Where are we going to? My birthday. We already looked at that. Wayfair moving more after hours on nothing. Take a look, says Andrew Toy. Really? Wayfair? Wait. Didn't Wayfair go absolutely crazy recently before earnings, and then earnings kind of helped it up, making the new 52-week high? Looks like the 52-week high failure, as someone in our Discord server, I forget who, said that they've been loving this new 52-week high play that they've been pulling out. I'm sorry if I'm ruining your play by talking about it out loud, but it's basically waiting for a stock to make a new 52-week high, and then waiting for the stock to fail that 52-week high, and then push back down for a nice little short. Here goes Wayfair doing exactly that, that 90 break, earnings giving it that pump and pushing back to the downside over here. And looks like it is getting a little bit of a pump in the after hours though. 4% move on Wayfair over here without any real volume. I mean, that's very, very light volume. The stock trades millions and millions of shares intraday. So, bringing in a little bit of a volume in the after hour session for a little bit of a pump is not really yeah, see, it's getting picked up on the scanners. It's getting picked up on the scanners, but only 24,000 shares traded. That's minuscule. WeWorks with the whole bankruptcy and everything. That's, I remember trading WeWork when it was like in the $20-30 ranges, if I remember correctly. Is that even right? Let's go check real quick. Okay, that's not right. Okay, so somewhere around these ranges then is where I remember trading WeWork. Why do I remember 20? Maybe it was on the way towards 20 and we were getting excited for it. And this stock is now getting ready to go bankrupt. Absolutely go zero mode. Sadly though, we've seen a lot of companies join that basket recently. Up 15% now. It was up 43% today. We did have someone in the Discord call in the morning session, trading this one. They were long around 15s, I think, or 17s. Rode it up to the 18. This stock went to 32 today, ladies and gentlemen. Monster move. 32 cents from 15 cents, and now we're hanging out near that 20-cent area, up 13% in the after hour session. We were clearly with the delisting, with the bankruptcy, with Chapter 11 filing and so on, kind of like what Yell has been stuck with. Looks like this stock might just be able to do what Yell has been doing recently, or even what FRC did right before bankruptcy, or the other company that I'm forgetting right off the top of my head that did right before bankruptcy. So watch out for WeWork. The stock has been a little bit fun today in the opening session. Shout out to Rar. I forgot if that's what your username is, but shout out to you because you called it out in our Discord server and you were actually trading it with us. SPLK please, says Naresh Gupta. Let's go check out SPLK. Is that the Splunk? Yeah, it is Splunk. Okay. Yeah, Splunk is an AI company, if I remember accurately. I forget what company they own that actually does AI. I can't remember. Maybe they put it over here. Don't see it, but they do own another company who is trading on the stock market, and that company actually works in AI based on what I was reading. So Splunk over here that day, if I remember accurately, was moving along with that AI catalyst on that other company. But today though, you want me to take a look at the stock? Not sure why. Pretty illiquid of a stock. Only 1 million shares traded on an average 10-day scale. Not the most active stocks either. Stuck in ranges. These ranges are not the most exciting ranges for me to look out for as a day trade, and the volume not really giving you that opportunity either. So until we break out of this 112 13 levels to the upside, or show me somewhere down here near 80, or a breakout of 90 to the downside, I'm not really too excited to really trade Splunk as a day trade. There's so many other stocks out there, Naresh, for a day trader, that these are not just not it for me. You know, Roblox is where I'm currently stuck on to. Sadly, Roblox did give a nice little pump up, almost $1. I didn't take my profits. I got a little greedy. I thought Roblox could give me more. Overall though, when the market was pushing down, I was getting I was happy with how Roblox would actually hold the 30 level and not really push too much to the downside. So that's a good thing for Roblox over there, especially for tomorrow if you're looking forward to see how this bad boy trades. Let me just quickly do this. Okay, bang, done. We're done with that. Now I want to go to, where's my list of stocks that I had ready for you guys. Let's go to Rivian, or even Yeti and App. Yeti and App actually had earnings today. Plug Power also had earnings today. Plug got absolutely smoked, 15% down, going down that $9 area, not giving you a SSR bounce anywhere really. So it was a little bit hard to look for a long on Plug, and I'm glad I stayed away from it. Here's the level that quickly stands out at a glance. That bottom around $9 possibly will hold that $9 tomorrow, giving you a somewhat of a bump to the north side as a relief rally. You know, being down 15%, 16%, triggering that SSR marker. Maybe you do see a little bit of a bounce off that $9 area, but if that $9 area does not hold tomorrow and we start going back to this 890, 840, 890, 880 area, then don't be fighting the longs. You know, maybe close that long and wait for the stock to go down to the 52-week low, or around $7.39, and then try the longs over there, or just get short on the break of 890, 880 for a ride to the downside and have fun on that ride instead. Obviously, with the stock being SSR day 2 tomorrow, it will not give you easy fills to the short side on the breakout. You might have to fight for those fills to the downside. So just a quick little warning over there on PLUG. The next one I wanted to head over to was Yeti and App, both of them which had earnings. Yeti tumblers, Yeti, I'm pretty sure it is that, right? Yeti products includes coolers, yeah, Yeti tumblers, Yeti mugs and so on, coming out with earnings report, 17% on the day today off that report. It was in pre-market if I remember accurately. Yeah, so pre-market earnings report, launching 17% off that, and actually holding pretty good to the upside after report. You know, the market pretty much tumbled around, flipped on its head, gave up all of its gains off the CPI that the market got. But Yeti over here, look at that. I like it. 49.02, 49.02. We almost got to 49 today. 48.93, the high of the move today. So previous levels come into play. It's not rocket science over here. Market actually took the stock almost back to these lows over here. Looks like we might be able to see that 47, 49 area coming back into play tomorrow. We could keep an eye on Yeti. Look out for this 45. If 45 holds, look for the longs to the north side on Yeti. If 45 doesn't hold, then look out for if 45 doesn't hold, then look for that gap close right back down to 42.60s or so for a nice little short on YETI, up 17% today. Let's go to App. Also another earnings play today. AppLovin Corporation up 26% in pre-market itself off the earnings report. Wait, this was a after hours earning report, I guess so. So after hours, why don't we look at this one yesterday? I don't remember looking at this one yesterday. Popped up insanely light volume though, pushed up and held most of its gains for APP. Looks like, however, it was not able to take out the pre-market highs. We did drop all the way back into this 33 zone. Held 33, bounced off of it, and then started basically trading above VWAP. So that's a good little indication over here. Why don't we go to our trusted friend at Trade Ideas? Max on just absolutely pooping. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, wow. Let's go to our trusted friend Trade Ideas. Use code PRAD15 to get 15% off on your Trade Ideas subscription. It helps your boy out with anytime you do that. We're gonna go to where is that ticker again that I was gonna talk about? APP. I want to look at the anchored VWAP over here off the earnings report to see why the stock you know, dipped where, how low it dipped down to. How low can you go? I wouldn't let me put it. Oh, I did. Okay. Ah, look at that, ladies and gentlemen. Will you look at that? A little bit of a dip past anchored VWAP, obviously, and I'm anchoring the VWAP from yesterday's pre-market or after hour low. Yesterday after hour volume pump where the earnings move comes from. I'm anchoring it off of that. And if you anchor it off of that, the stock obviously dips a little bit below it, but we are still above it for the most part. App loving over here holding it. Good looking software you got there, says Michael Nas. I wonder who gave it to me, and I wonder who's the most handsome looking man in all of Halifax. I believe that's where you live. All look in Halifax. It's you, Mr. Nas. I appreciate all the help over there. Hey, is this a good way to look at anchored VWAP? Could you you know, maybe jump on the call with us one day over here? Obviously, you were supposed to be on the show with me after 4 o'clock, but that's not gonna work out anymore. But you could always jump on over here whenever you want, Mr. Nas, and educate the viewers and me over here on how to better use anchored VWAP, or even how maybe you look at the market in a deeper way using our friend Trade Ideas. Once again, use code PRAD15 to get 15% off on our trusty friend Trade Ideas. Shout out to Trade Ideas. They make amazing tools where you can look at where is this? This is basically an anchored VWAP layout that they have already made for you guys. And if you click on it, it shows you, you know, look at this. It shows you that Ford from the year-to-date anchored VWAP has rejected hard. Dish from the year-to-date anchored VWAP is looking to reject hard. Snapchat doing the exact same thing. So it's a great scanner right off the rip for you. Baba holding the year-to-date anchored VWAP and now trading above it, showing strength. So I love looking at these scanners. We even have some after-hours scanners over here. Just a click of a button right away. You know, you get these scanners popping up. We got some race scanners going. So why don't we leave these race scanners running in the background at the moment, and we'll come back to see what stocks are actually winning the most or losing the most in the post market, as obviously this is the post market session, duh. So we'll come back to that one. Where's my list of stocks? Here we go. I wanted to talk about, you know, some of these large cap stocks. Amazon near 140 once again after a positive earnings report. Apple near that 180, actually above 180 at one point today. I don't know if we got back below 180. I'm guessing we did with the help of the market moving back down. And that Tesla 250. Rivian was such a, you know, disappointing move, sadly. I mean, where did Rivian go? Let's go take a look at Rivian. Can I do this? I'm gonna try to put this over here. Sure I can, but it doesn't really look too hot. Okay, I can do that. Okay, awesome. So Rivian over here, not really the hottest stock recently. They lost $13 million a day, so getting wiped out absolutely on the money side over there, closing the gap to the downside. Now trading around the, I believe that's the 50 period EMA. The 100 period EMA should be the black line. Yeah, the 50 period EMA pullback. And currently holding near the 50 period EMA. Would love to put down the anchored VWAP off the earnings numbers over here, but it's a little distorted with the zoom out that we have going on. But here's the stock overall, selling off ever since that earnings move. Why is it? Is that today's date? That's 8. Why? Oh, come back. What can I see today's date? Oh, it's just based on time. There you go. That should be it. Zoom in, zoom in, zoom in. I'm guessing this is today. That's yeah, that is today. Okay, I was just getting a little confused because I was seeing wrong wrong numbers, and I was expecting different results. So this is yesterday. We were expecting the stock to hold up exactly where it bounced in the after hour session off the earnings number. It was actually bouncing off the day's low itself, moved back up, and then held in this ranges. And then yesterday, when it opens in the pre-market or so, we were expecting that pullback right back to these lows, but hold those lows and move back up, because overall, if you look at how Rivian's actual earnings numbers are looking, they're looking to be heading in the right direction. Yeah, they're losing $90,000 per car made, but that's a lot different compared to what they did a year ago, which is lose $300,000 per car made. So everything looked like they were heading in the right direction. Numbers did look good, but the market did not like it. Market did not like them losing $13 million a day in the quarter, and absolutely pushed the stock to the downside. Got beat up, and Tesla got dragged down along with it. Tesla, that too. I typed too quick over here for this one to register. Tesla got beat down along with it, got back below 250 on the Rivian's catalyst. Today we did pierce through 250, but the pre-market highs right around this 251, getting slapped again. You could have got short right through 250 and have some fun with TSLA too. So TSLA tomorrow, I'm expecting that 250 level to come back into play, or that 240 level to come into play, as the market has to pick a direction finally. We do have to pick a direction. We can't be, okay, maybe we don't have to, but in my opinion, we have to, right? How many days are we just going to be having a little bit of an inside move on the market? Look at this, right? 1, 2, 3, and this is going to be today, I guess, 4th day. How many days are we just going to hang around, do nothing in the market? Let's finally start making a move, break out to one of the sides over here. And if Mr. Nas, if you're still here, this is my favorite way to use Anchor View from right when earnings is announced. Ooh, I like it. Let's go. We're learning new things from Mr. Nas himself. Mr. Nas, is there futures allowed to? Are we allowed to pull up futures over here on the market or on trade ideas? I'm guessing not. You did say it, you guys didn't have it yet, but you're having it come up very soon. And also, for those of you who don't know, they're creating a desktop version, which is like a web version, much cleaner than any other version that you've already seen from these guys. Not that these versions are not clean. I mean, these versions work pretty smoothly. Look how nice and snappy and magnety their integration is. But hey, though that desktop version looks super clean, and that's going to also allow you to use it on like mobile apps and so on, like iPads and so on. So I'm excited to try all of that fun stuff out. Once again, Prad15, use code Prad15. I also am working on a lot of other stuff for you guys, so get ready. We're gonna have a lot of fun. Tesla, 250, 240 levels are on watch. 245 at the moment. Absolute grind to the south side to the sideways. Apple AAPL over here near that 180, gave you hopes of getting above 180 today. It did so successfully, but then right back down below 180 on Apple, sadly. If you look at yesterday's chart though, where we didn't really go all the way down to yesterday's low, so that's a win in my book for Apple over here. If we also zoom out on the daily chart, we are exactly at the 100 period EMA on the daily chart for Apple, expecting some buyers to come in at this 100 period EMA. If the stock starts to reject the 100 period EMA and go down, and then you see the convergence, is that the right word? I won't use words that I don't even know what it means, but if you start seeing the crossover of the moving averages over here, or the exponential moving averages, then you might want to be scared of Apple. We're not seeing that just yet. The 50 is above the 100, but both of them sadly on the daily chart are getting ready to curl back down, at which point that's what happens, right? The 50 crosses the 100, shows you that the market or the stock is in a weaker trend overall, and pushes back down. Big wave of subscribes coming in. Guys, I said I want to be at 420 subs. Stop. I'm not gonna be at 420 subs anymore, man. But I love the support. I love the support. Here's Upstart. I mean, let's just throw these lines in over here. Look how much easy they made trade ideas, man. I love the new integrations on trade ideas over here. Shout out to your boy, the NOS boss. I guess this is where we're looking for the stock to now push down to, man. This is insane. We thought that 35 would hold, 35 didn't hold. We thought the 40 to 38 would hold, that didn't hold. So the stock has been just constantly dropping down every single day and struggling. Looks like we're gonna have to wait for that low to come into play. If you know, the NOS boss did say that his favorite way to look at these stocks or look at anchored VWAP is since the earnings day announced. So why don't we? Why does it put the earnings thing over there? That's not true. Earnings came out over here. We'll fix that later on. Bang. Go back to the daily chart. Yeah, it's sad that Upstart has no bounce in it, man. Absolutely no bounce. Let's see what the chat wants. Oh, snap, Patty, man. I didn't know you left Trader TV, bro. Anyway, subscribe to notifications on for you, my guy. Thank you, brother. I appreciate it. I appreciate the love. Appreciate the support. Yeah, they fired me, sadly. So it is what it is, man. They let me go. I thought he was here playing DCS. What's that? Michael Noss is here? I thought he was playing DCS. What's DCS? What game was that? I want to play DCS. Upstart finished at the lows, not looking good. Yeah, exactly. Finish at the lows. Looks like there's still no bounce on that stock, and it just wants to keep getting slaughter-fested. Absolutely slaughtered. We follow you live during stock time market. If you want, you can. I hang out in my Discord server. You can do / Discord. We hang out in the call over there. You know, we talk about trades, we look at each other's ideas, and we help out each other's with the best way we can. No judgment in that Discord, and that's the way it gotta be, right? Just look for help and no judgment. If you have any questions, feel free to ask us in that Discord. We love the camaraderie and the help that everyone shows in there. Let's see if I missed anything on my list of stocks over here. That's where it is. I almost forgot where it was for a second. WYNN. Let's see what Wynn Resorts is doing. I did say, you know, I expect the stock to do absolutely nothing today. Yeah, it popped up a little bit, but guess what? It did absolutely nothing throughout the day. Boring, dead stock, and it played out exactly that way. Trade Desk, what did you do today? You dropped down 4%. You were down around 4 to 5% in the after hours yesterday, and you ended around that same spot, so not too much of an overextension over here on Trade Desk, but still, yeah, down 4% off the earnings. I guess Plug Power was the one that really got beat up. Palantir now at $15, but at least that 15's holding. If you were to go on the daily chart here, you see how important that 15 and the 17 levels were in the past. So quickly putting down a line over here around the 17 area and putting a line down around this 15 area. Hopefully 15 holds, because that is what my average... No, go away. Hopefully 15 holds, because that's what my average price is on this position on the long-term portfolio. Looking for Palantir to start making that run back up to the north side, especially. And well, I can't say positive earnings. The earnings for this quarter wasn't really the strongest, so that didn't look too good. No, sorry to hear that, Patty. No, don't be, because now look, I get to finally do me. I get to be me. I get to you know, curse if I want to. I get to dance if I want to. I get to finally be the person that I am, and I don't have to, you know, be somebody else. That's the way. Well, let's just leave it at that. I don't have to be somebody else. Let's go to see what is on economic calendar tomorrow. Economic calendar coming out. Today was probably the hottest economic calendar that you're going to have of the week. But tomorrow we do have PPI. So PPI, obviously, a little bit of a market mover. We also got Michigan sentiment. I've seen Michigan sentiment move the market a couple times before. It's not always, but I have seen it move the market a couple times. So watch out for the Michigan sentiment number at 10 o'clock. It is coming in at 2-star ratings out out of 3 ratings, 3 stars, which basically means it's got a little bit of importance. The more the stars, the higher the importance of that economic event tomorrow. So PPI obviously with the 3-star rating at 8:30, like the same 3-star rating that you saw today at 8:30. Watch out for the market to most likely move off that number. Once again, I'm expecting the numbers to be good. You know, the inflation numbers are getting better and better and better. So I'm expecting the numbers to be good. I'm expecting the market to not be free fall, hold these lows that we've been holding for the last few days, and pump back up on the market to the north side, taking some of these positions that I'm in right now, such as Roblox and Upstart back up, but Upstart not looking good. Upstart getting absolutely beat up every single day. MULN, CLM, blah, 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 blah. A couple earning stocks over here. A lot of these earning stocks don't really do volume throughout the day, but here's the sad part right here. Actually, let's refresh it. This might not be updated just yet. Let's refresh it. There we go. 23% SMLR with 58,000 shares. No real volume. 168 million market cap. Small, right? INOD, 12% up. So no big percent pops over here. Max on looks like it's the highest percent drop. No, 32%. I'm seeing a 32%. Where's that one? Why don't you show me Cano as decliners? Cano did decline hard with 4.1 million shares traded. So Cano looks like to be the stock over there that you want to watch. Getting back under $1 on the earnings play. Not looking good. Big slap in the face for CANO. Does this stock now, continue trading below $1 tomorrow and keep giving you those levels, sub-dollar levels trades? So watch out for CANO. MULN, everyone's favorite MULN. I'm not really finding anything else in WeWorks. So WeWorks and Cano might actually be very much in play tomorrow. WeWorks with the whole bankruptcy play, and Cano with the earnings play. I'm looking to see how penny stocks, both of these penny stocks come out and move around. And Maxon might just be in play a little bit tomorrow. Not expecting that one to be in too much of a play. Real quick shout out to your #1 volume leader of the day today. Goes to Tesla. I think last night was Palantir, but today Tesla with 100 million shares. Ford almost getting up to 100 million, only 98 million. Volume a little light today across the board in the market. Market looked like it was going to bring in tons of volume, but sadly Palantir and all the other friends over there not bringing in their average volumes. Not even Tesla able to bring in their average 3-month volume into the market. But here are some of the stocks that brought in those extra boost in volume, obviously because of earnings. Yeti, App, CPRI. We actually looked at App. We looked at Yeti. We had CPRI on the list. We kind of ignored it. But let's go to CPRI real quick. Capri Holdings, average 10-day volume 6 million shares. Today's volume 50 million shares. Popping right back into this range high over here and trading above that range high. Interesting. So watch out for this position tomorrow. Maybe this one actually shows you a short right below 253. If 53 breaks and gets back below 53, the stock could give you a good little short off that trade. Monster pop, 50% pop over here. Apparel, footwear, retail trade. So Crocs, you're telling me it's Crocs basically, right? Yeah, not sure what their shoes look like, or even if it's for men or if it's for female. Global fashion luxury group. Oh, it's a group. Okay. Branded woman. I thought so. Footwear and women apparel, accessories, and men's apparel. Okay, operates in. Oh, what do you have? Oh, we have Versace, Jimmy Choo, Michael Kors. Jimmy Choo. Sorry, I was sneezing there. But okay, not bad. 50% pop up on these luxury brand holdings over here by Capri Holdings, Versace, Jimmy Choo. I like it. Didn't Ralph Lauren have earnings tonight after earnings or after hours or pre-market? I forget if it was pre-market. It was pre-market. They did good on the earnings report, but they still dropped 4% today. And Capri Holdings saying, hey, we are the better brand. CPRI? What's the ticker? Yeah, CPRI, Capri Holdings saying we are the better brand, and and proving it to you, proving it to everyone by popping up 55%. I might have to look up more into the stock because that's actually monster pop. Is it near the 52-week low? Yeah, it was right near the 52-week low, near $34. And it made that 50% move. So looking for that $53 rejection tomorrow. I might just get some puts off that 53 area on this stock. Puts on the break of 53. And Yeti, I think I said something along the lines of, what did I say? Calls at 45 holds. All right, just making notes for myself tomorrow for any trades that I want to make. But ladies and gentlemen, that's basically going to be a wrap. I'll give you couple more things over here. I did say that we're gonna load up our trade ideas. Look at that. PGY. We were talking about the stock already earlier on because the stock had earnings today, and it is currently showing up on the post-market scanners as the #1 leader. IonQ right now about to win a race because obviously it made a monster move up earlier, actually dropped first and then made a monster move up. Maxon about to win a race to the downside. Look at that drop that Maxon had. So what this basically does is ranks the stocks on a scale over here as to what's doing good and what's not doing good. I almost forgot about VTGN. We had the stock on our on the pictures for the thumbnail and almost didn't talk about it. VTGN recently went crazy, popped up pretty monster insane pops in the pre-market itself, sorry, but today it has earnings after hours. It looks like they missed out on the earnings after hours over here, so might not be getting that insane pumps in the stock that we were looking for. It is up 7% in the after hours, but I thought, you know, maybe if the stock announced good earnings, we could get that monster moves like it was getting and some extra fun on it. Not really seeing that. For anyone interested on the stocks that I will most likely be looking at tomorrow, make sure you do exclamation mark links in the chat or scroll down to the description to find all my social media. Go follow my Twitter. I'll be giving the stock market around I'll be posting around 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock or so. I'll let the after hour session disseminate. Why am I using big words? I don't know what they mean. I'll let the after hour market finish. Let the market move around, finalize what the final moves are on the market, and then I'll plan my trades for tomorrow and I'll post them all on Twitter. So make sure you go check them out. Thank you for coming by for the extra hour or so that we got to spend here today. Tomorrow, pre-market, Air Canada, Air Sculpt, Soho House, Silver Spike, New York City REIT, and Rewalk. More Than Walking coming out with earnings tomorrow. We'll have some fun. Have the best day you can, because tomorrow is another day, and we're gonna wrap it up with a nice little bow. Go for a walk, go for a gym, I don't know, go play some games if you're into video games. Whatever you're into, go have fun and get energized to wrap up that Friday with some banger trades, ladies and gentlemen. I can't wait to see you tomorrow, and on the bright side, peace out.